Hello Goons, my name is Alex, and welcome back to Let's Play Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. In the last video, we managed to get to Cinnabar Island, and today, we will be exploring two facilities that you can find on the island. First is the labs. Now, if you remember the fossil that we got back in Mount Moon all those videos ago, well, this is where we can bring it back to life, essentially. Though at this point, I don't really know why you would want to use either of the Omanite or Kabuto, because it is pretty late in the game. Though they can come in handy for Blaine, who we will get to in the next video, but at least with this game, I think they come at a decently high level compared to some of the other games where they are they're like level 5. Like, seriously, like, why would you give me a level 5 Pokemon at this stage in the game, you know? Oh, excuse me. Sorry. So yeah, there isn't much to do in the lab. So we move on to the Pokemon Mansion, which in the original GBA version looked pretty hard on the eyes. But you can find Magmar here, which is a decently powerful fire type in its own right. I'm not sure where you can find it in some of the other versions of the game, though, but again, because of how late you get this Pokemon, I don't think it would be very beneficial to get one, so, you know. Now, the gimmick with this particular dungeon, per se, is that there are switches that will activate doors for you to go through. And behind these doors are items or trainers or some other switches. And you basically just gotta navigate through this whole dilapidated mansion so you can head to the basement. Now, the reason that you want to head to the basement is because there is a key there that will open up the gym. And thankfully, the game has a modicum of mercy here, because as soon as you can unlock the gym, the dude who I think it's a gym assistant, he'll just say, yeah, you know what, since you got the key, you can just go on in. So thank you for that, by the way. Like, at least they knew that you probably want to get a move on with things already, so we'll just let you in. But also, sprinkled throughout the manor are, wild Pokemon, as you can see, but also diaries. Now, there is a little bit of lore with this. So, for those of you who are not well versed in Pokemon, let me explain it to you. At least the best that I can. Okay. Oh, and by the way, this coach trainer right here, they have the move Rock Slide, which I am gonna need. That is probably the best move that I can get outside of Stone Edge. But anyway, so underneath the mansion, like in the basement, is a lab. And this lab was used by Team Rocket. So that way they could create Mewtwo. And like, okay, let me back up a little bit, okay? So, Team Rocket actually had a stake here in the Pokemon Mansion, right? They conducted a lot of research in the basement, and one of their biggest ones was actually finding Mew. Because, yeah, like, people, like, Mew was considered a mythical, a mythical Pokemon. Like, you can't really get it. Like that's typically what a mythical is, or like people just straight up don't believe it. And well, I think it was Giovanni who thought that Mew was the strongest Pokemon in existence, and he wanted to make something that was even stronger. So he enlisted the help of the gym leader, Blaine, because in the games, Blaine is a former scientist who once worked with Team Rocket, and he assisted in the creation of Mewtwo. But also Mr. Fuji. If you remember from the tower in Lavender Town where he was doing like a little prayer and seance and stuff, and the dude who gave you the Poke Flute. Now, Fuji left Team Rocket because he was not like. He wasn't liking what the company, not company, but the organization. He wasn't liking what the organization was doing. So he cut ties with them and left until I think, well, I don't think it's ever explained why Team Rocket is in the tower, but a reasonable deduction could be that they're trying to gather ghost Pokemon in order to take on Mewtwo, which like, not for nothing is not a bad idea, but then you realize that the ghost Pokemon in this region are part poison, and yeah, that plan kind of fell apart. But anyway, I could be getting some of my info wrong on that. Like with what Team Rocket was actually doing around here. So, if you have any what's the word I'm looking for? Insight on that. Sorry. If you have any insight on what exactly was going down here in the mansion, then please let me know. And also feel free to correct me in the comments. It doesn't really faze me, but anyway. Sorry, my throat is a little sore. I think it's that time of year, allergies and whatnot. And I was also trying to do a certain video, but it just didn't really end up working out. So, it is what it is, But anyway, so, oh wait, actually, I probably should tease that video just a little bit. The video involves something that I've been observing for a long time, and I've actually rewatched the whole topic a lot. So so I guess you could say that I have a bit of an unhealthy obsession with it. I guess you could say that. But problem with me is that I suck with reading. and also trying to keep my my volumes at the right levels, trying to make sure that I stay just a little bit consistent with things, you know? So, yeah, it's pretty hard. So, you know, oh yeah, and I also kept this Magmar encounter in here because, well, one, I wanted to show it off, and B, it's Magmar is also kind of tricky to catch, at least in my opinion. So I was like, okay, screw that. I am not gonna freaking deal with this thing anymore. Let's just move on. And move on I did. After another encounter, like, Jesus Christ. But thankfully, I learned my lesson, and I was like, nope, out of here. But now we are in the basement. I believe more poison types are going to be abundant here because, well, I actually don't know. Like, oh wait, Radicate's also down here. Because, wait, was that Sludge Bomb? Yes, it was Sludge Bomb. That's actually a very, very good poison type move, and especially with the advent of fairy types, yeah, it is really good to use. Assuming that your Pokemon can learn it, of course. But, you know. Though the poison effect is not, like, toxic, because toxic can stack, you know, like, the more, Jesus Christ, sorry, that just scared me a bit. But so the way that toxic works, right, is that it poisons a Pokemon, right? However, with each turn that toxic is in effect, it zaps away more health than it did before. Like let's say it took like 5 health, right? It would then take like 10 health the next turn, and it would just keep on increasing until the Mon was officially dead. Or, well, dead, I say, knocked out. Oh yeah, and also I wanted to show off this Electabuzz battle, because, well, I mean, why not, you know? Though I do have a bit of a love-hate relationship with Electabuzz, but I can say that. But I can say that for a minute. Anyway, so back to the poison thing, like toxic poison versus regular poison. So toxic does a lot more damage the longer that it is in effect. Although and if you use poison, like say Poison Sting or Sludge Bomb, right? Then it's just regular poison. It is consistent poisoning, but it doesn't take away more health uh, the longer that it is in effect. So, you know. But I believe that the key is right over there on the left. So as soon as you got it, you can head on out. But no, it should be in the bottom. Actually, now that I think about it. Yeah. It right there in the middle of the floor. But I wanted to have a look at these things because these tubes are what held Mewtwo. But you know. And that is it for the footage. But I did actually want to mention the love-hate relationship that I have with Electabuzz. sorry, my throat and my windpipe. Anyway, now I've had this idea that almost any Pokemon fan has had for a while now, which is, what if I was in the anime, right? Now, originally, I didn't want to have a conventional starter, right? So I figured, okay, well, what Pokemon could I really do? And since my favorite is still Heart Gold, not Heart Gold, Soul Silver, I figured, okay, so what Pokemon would really work in this case? So I thought, oh, you know what? Elekid. Elekid's pretty cool. Not many people have an Elekid, so I went with that. And eventually I realized, oh wait, maybe that probably wouldn't work for like one, because like people are being like, well, actually no. Sorry, I didn't share that part with anybody, but basically. I thought that I thought of a time where it could evolve, and I'm like, probably not the best. So I kind of reinvented it, like my Pokemon persona and teams and all that. But you know, also I try to use Elekid in Black and White 2. Well, Black. No, it wasn't Black 2. It was White 2. It was White 2. But I couldn't get the trade feature to work for some reason. So, yeah, that was something. Well, anyway, this was a little bit shorter than normal, so I think I'll just end it off here. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like, comment down below, and if you're new around here, please subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and until next time, Celestial Goons, remember, reach for the stars.